So what I'd really like is, first of all, to within your heart send love to this person because they're lacking love. If they're sending out hate, hate is in something that's within them, and you can't throw hate back. Otherwise, like, that's what it feeds off of. So it's pointless. Do not send any hate. Then there was another problem. Somebody else also posted that you can send people love, but they can't receive it. And there is a little problem with understanding love. I will use a metaphor. You love, the way you feel love is through oranges. The way somebody else feels love is with apples. This is a good way to see why marriages never work. I love oranges, so when somebody who loves apples wants to show love to me, what they do is they pile on the apples because that's how they love. They love apples, and they think that I will feel all their love as long as I get tons and tons and tons of apples. And it's like I'm repulsed by apples. I'm kind of insulted by apples. I would reject it. It would make me mad as to why is it you can't love me? Because I love oranges. And the same would go for me, that if I wanted to show this person that loves apples love, I would give them what I think love is, and I'd be pouring them with oranges, and they'd be doing the same thing back to me. The way we love is, don't love in the way you receive love. Love in the way somebody else receives love. And they don't receive love from hate, so don't throw them more hate. Try to really feel. This is a lesson to whether you are awake or not, and feel what it is that they need. Now, one thing is for sure, this person is got a lot of hate inside them for them to throw hate out into the universe. So something is making them feel hateful. When have you ever hated? Have you not? The only time you hate anything is when somebody's doing something harmful to you. So we can know without a doubt something bad has happened to this person to develop that level of hate inside them. And if you don't like being harmed, then you should see that this person didn't like being harmed either. So the first thing we got to do is don't send this person any type of harm. Clearly this person, I mean, when I was harmed and had a lot of rage and anger inside me, justifiably, nobody could understand a word I had to say. So I had to calm myself down, and I was like, okay, I need to communicate a little better because clearly you ain't understanding what I'm trying to say. So anybody that's dealing with this much anger has not calmed down enough to be able to communicate. So, but the same thing is they still have something to say. So I invite this person to, hey, tell me what's happened to you. I would really love to know, and how is it I can support you? I can't support you. I can't give you what it is you really need unless you tell me. So that's, go to the channel. I'll post a link. And on the profile, ask them what they really want, because they want something. If it is to hate everybody, it's like, why do you want to hate everybody? And just find the root causes of why somebody behaves in that manner. So that's one thing that I'd love you to do, is don't send your version of love to this person. Ask this person what version of love they would like. They want something. They need something. So find out what it is that they actually want. And give it to them. Find a way. Find the root, because if you get to a root, there is a way that you can show love. It is your test of love. Don't go against you, something that you cannot do, but there will be some way that you can show this person love that is in perfect alignment, that will give you more joy than you've ever experienced in your life if you get to a root. And that is the lesson of love right there. Now, there is one other thing that I would love. I am kind of not liking the message of Oprah, but I really truly believe Oprah is a really great person. I think she really does mean well. And media is something we need. Somebody on media on our side. We need to wake somebody else up that has a hell of a lot of power within that media industry. So we need to somehow get Oprah onto our side instead of the evil side. And I do believe she wants to. She just doesn't know she's lost. And one of the signs is she's really, really scared of a lawsuit, which she has more than enough money. She thinks that she's free to do whatever she wants because she owns the network, but they don't, because it's your justice system that will sue you for every single thing you've got if you end up not doing what the big evil corporate world wants. So it's like she's got to get over that fear. She's already won one lawsuit. If she's on the side of right, I love, love, love to see Oprah in court 24/7. That would be standing up for the people. Another one somebody also pointed out is that Oprah was raped as a child. So she's now raping everybody else out there, raping our minds and getting our minds stuck on stuff that, ignore your past and just look at stuff will make you happy. Just like what she's doing is stuff is making her happy, but she's not really all that happy because she does have some weight issues. She hasn't transformed her past yet, and I do believe she wants to. So I would love, love, love if everybody could. I'll send a link to Oprah's email and send some kind of loving message that maybe wakes her up to, we really, really need you, Oprah. We really need you to hear our voices and come on the side of people who are suffering instead of the corporate world that's actually controlling you to do what it is that you're doing out of your fear. And beg her to transform her past into the solution so she could be an example for all of us. So those are two things that I'd really like in a response is to understand the domino effect of everybody. You want to blame these elites? Guess what? They've been brainwashed to do the wrong thing, just like I was to be brainwashed to work in a factory making unsafe car parts. Every one of us have played a role in something that's wrong, and at what point do you want to say, oh, you're the one that's guilty? Every single human on this planet has been told a lie, right up to the top of the pyramid. The guys that are behind the scenes that don't even want to show their face or their names and we don't even know who they are, they have been lied to too. They really think that they're doing the right thing, just like every single one of us think that we're doing the right thing until we wake up. Everything you happen to believe to be true is completely false. And there's lots of evidence in everything that's true. I'll try sharing it. But reverse mechanics, every behavior, what makes people do the things that they do. This is why, like, I really am against all Bibles, but there's 90% truth in those Bibles. And part of it is never ever judge. Okay, we're human, we judge. So how do you judge correctly? Judge everybody to be identical as you. You're equal to everybody on this planet. You are no different, you are no special, and nobody is more special or no different than you. We are all human. And so when you see a behavior in someone, put yourself in their shoes. And when you put yourself in their shoes, sort of look around your world and see what it is you're doing. You're behaving exactly like them. What drives you to do what they do? That's the saying is, never never judge another until you walk a mile in their shoes. So walk a mile in somebody else's shoes. Try to gain some understanding as to why would you do that. I see so many people that judge homeless people and people on welfare. And it's like, wait a minute, if you were in my shoes, you'd be doing exactly the same thing I'm doing. You haven't walked a mile in my shoes, so you will prejudge. And they tell me who they are. People that judge me tell me who they are. And they would say people that are on welfare are lazy and stupid. So they're seeing through their eyes that they say, this is what I do. I'm a person that is lazy and I am stupid. Because they weren't smart enough to know the truth about why somebody's on a welfare system. They were a little lazy and didn't do enough research. And, even if it's in front of their face, they're a little too stupid to understand the truth. As our economic systems are all crashing, you'll understand that, hey, if we have a lot of crime going on and we have no justice system, no police, no judges, no politicians interested in enforcing laws that we spend a hell of a lot of money creating, then there are victims to those crimes. If you hit somebody over with a bat and you break their arms, that is the effect of a criminal doing harm to somebody. And like it or not, I hear the saying, don't be a victim. It's like, fuck off. Like, I am a victim. Deal with it. I am the receiver of that punch. My arm is broken. I have to deal with that. I have to be in this body and try and figure out how to function with that broken arm. So knock it off with your freaking judgments. So there are victims. You cannot escape that concept that there are victims to criminal behaviors. And so when I see people that are on a welfare system, I know that they are the end result of every crime that we don't want to fix. I know that every homeless person, everybody that's suffering financially, to judge them would be, if I was in their shoes, something wrong happened in my life. And at the end of the day, you can see it's this corporate world that has this cost-effective rule that says it ain't cost-effective to do the right thing. If we actually did the right thing, it would cost us money. We wouldn't profit as much. And there's a great deal of people that will suffer from all of that. So, don't judge another person until you put yourself in their shoes. Even this Oprah, that's like, I do a hell of a lot of judging because I see she's not quite awake. But if I was in her shoes, I'd be doing exactly the same thing. I wouldn't kid myself. If I had her past and her experiences and her money, and, I would think I know it all, since I try to keep myself connected with other people that say they are aware of shit. But it's like, what if they're all lying? Not lying, but what if they're all misinformed? If everything we believe to be true is a lie, then the people you trust to be helping you guided on knowing what truth is like, okay, they're trying to teach you more lies because you can't understand the game yet. So there's two of my suggestions, is really try and understand what's going on. Really try and wake your own self up. And it does take some action. You do have to do something. And one of them is learn the lesson of love. Ask somebody how they receive love. Find out, educate yourself on how others need and receive love, and give it to them. If you can't, it's not a matter if you can, you can. If you can't, then you haven't gotten to the root of the problem yet. So it's like, that's your lesson, is keep asking until you get an answer that you can give that person that type of love. And there may be a response of no response, but at least you put it out there. And until they are ready to let you know how they need to receive love, then there's not much you can do other than just ask. And ask internally, post it on their profile. But if they don't want to answer you, then within yourself, that does have an awful lot of energy. Just say, I wish this person would show me or let me know what it is they need. How do they receive love? If you are asking those questions within yourself and really, really open, then that will have the influence for this other person to be able to tell you exactly what it is they need. And the other little thing is, send Oprah an email. We need to pull that girl onto our side and see if we can wake that girl up. And she needs love. So it's not, and I suck at it. I've been criticizing and judging my biases and all of that crap. I've been falling into every single thing that I say is wrong. But we're all a work in progress. I'm not going to fault her for her faults if I'm still faulting myself. Thank you so much for all of my wonderful, loving subscribers. It does mean a lot to me that you know who I am. For those who don't know who I am, I guess you're kind of lost in who I am, and you're on your own search. So peace with you if you don't know who I am. If you want to learn who I am, stick by. If you don't, peace out.